The mechanic's daughter and the guy who couldn't change a tire. I've spent 30 years under a car hood. My hands are permanently stained with grease. And my daughter Riley, well, she's my best apprentice. She can rebuild an alternator before breakfast. So when she brought home Julian, I nearly dropped my wrench. This kid looked like he stepped out of a high-end shampoo commercial. Soft hands, designer loafers. And he was wearing a white linen shirt to a backyard barbecue. I gave him the silent treatment for 2 hours. I figured if I didn't acknowledge him, maybe he'd just evaporate. He tried to talk about indie cinema, and I just grunted and checked the oil in my lawnmower. Then, disaster struck. My neighbor, Mrs. Gable, backed her sedan into a ditch at the end of the driveway. It was wedged deep, mud flying everywhere. I grabbed my tow chains, ready to play the hero. My back went out. One sharp pop, and I was doubled over, gasping. Riley started to jump in, but Julian, the shampoo model, stepped forward. "Sir," he said, his voice surprisingly steady. "Tell me exactly where to hook the frame. I've got the reach." I looked at his white shirt. "You're gonna ruin that, kid." He didn't even flinch. He crawled right into the muck. I barked orders from the grass. "Left! No, the other left!" And he took it all. He was covered in Georgia red clay within seconds, sweating, straining. But he didn't quit. When the car finally popped out of that ditch, Julian stood up, wiped a streak of grease across his forehead, and grinned. He looked like a wreck, and he looked like a man. I hobbled over, slapped him on his muddy shoulder, and said, "Julian, forget the movies. Let's go get a beer and talk about your torque." Turns out, you can't judge a book by its cover, especially when the cover is covered in mud.